It's Thursday, August the 5th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show. We talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Hey, Anthony.
What's up?
Guess what?
What?
What do you know about me?
I think I know a fair, decent amount.
Okay, if you would have to say one of my habits or staples in life or during my day, what would you say that I need to do every day?
You need to do every day?
Or that I usually do every day?
Coffee.
Did you know that this is the first cup of coffee I'm having today?
That's a lie. Fuck off. No way.
This is the first cup. It is currently 8:25 in the evening, and this is the first cup of coffee I'm having today.
Yeah, you know it's not April 1st, right?
I know, and I have been dying to have it.
So, is there a reason?
No.
Are you going to tell me a story behind this?
No, I just woke up late. I had a meeting. I went to my call, and then I had to be somewhere, so I drove out. And then
They didn't have coffee at the place you drove out to? You didn't pick up some coffee on the way?
No, because I was late.
So?
So I got there, but I got to the place where I had a catered lunch.
Then they didn't have coffee?
No.
Bro, are you okay?
Because,
are you good?
I don't know. And then I had to go home, but then I didn't realize, apparently the pandemic's over because it was like 2 hours of rush hour. So then I got to my house, and then you came in, and that's why I was lying down.
Because you didn't have your coffee.
Yeah.
Did you know that apparently you're not supposed to start your day with coffee?
Sure.
You should have your first coffee of the day midday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that works for my sleeping schedule sometimes.
Because midday from when you wake up.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah. Because apparently your your body or your brain produces some sort of chemical, and that chemical is like stunted when you have coffee midday. It's kind of like steroids. Like when you take steroids, then your body stops producing
You mean when you have it
testosterone type of thing. Yeah, like right in the morning, like first thing in the morning. You shouldn't do that because it actually there's like a natural chemical that you produce that helps you wake up in the morning even without coffee.
What is considered first thing?
I think like you wake up, brush your teeth, get downstairs, have coffee.
Okay.
Right.
Because like the only time I don't do that is if I know I have to like exercise, and that's usually at least
you don't want to sweat out the caffeine. No,
that's not the goal, man.
You can just lick your own skin, and then you get double the coffee.
No. Anyways, coffee's delicious. That was my.
You know what? I like coffee. I can't drink it that much.
Yeah.
I have a nice coffee once in a while. But
you had one today. What are you talking about?
I had once in a while. This is the first coffee I had in all week.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How are we friends?
Which is more than like what I used to drink, which is like I would go years without coffee.
Whoa. What are you, some sort of child?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think like
you tell me you play video games all day.
I do.
Oh my god.
Not anymore. I got school, but
you're in school.
Yeah,
like a child.
Like a child. No, like a responsible adult who's trying to better his future horizons.
Oh, I see. Adult high school. Yes. yes.
Adolescent, young adult. Damn, son. Why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta do me dirty like that? Absolute savagery.
It's okay. You almost got your high school diploma. So
I'm almost there. I almost got that GED.
Soon you'll be able to work at McDonald's.
Hell yeah, finally.
Your dream.
I'll work in a factory, be featured on Live Leak.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Cool. Guess what? It's August.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already August. That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild to think because I was just like, man, summer's coming. Like I know I think I say this every week, but it is just time is flying now. It is just going. Like
I think it's still like the pandemic thing of like we're not doing anything really, and even though we're getting out of it, like our province especially is like finally getting out of it.
Yeah.
I think once you start doing things, the whole time thing will just be like, okay, I actually did shit, so it's not just gonna all meld together.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you gotta plan it. You gotta take life into your own hands, Vince.
Well, so I booked some vacation, so hopefully I'm out of here for a bit.
Are you gonna take a vacation outside of here?
Outside of Canada?
No, not Canada, but like outside of your house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes,
right.
Leaving.
Good.
Hopping in my vehicle.
On your vehicle?
Yeah,
right.
and I'm gonna go east.
Where are we going?
What do you mean?
Where are we
I
going?
think you got exams.
Where are we going? Listen,
I think you got the
I'm gonna
exams.
be done like mid-August.
Damn, that's just conveniently when I booked my vacation.
This motherfucker. All right.
Wicked. Anyways, yeah, No more time to stall.
Oh, my burps smell taste like tacos.
Oh, we had tacos today.
Yeah, and I burped. I had too many tacos and I burped.
It was
tasted like tacos.
Taco Thursday here at the residence.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
Anthony had all the tacos.
I had a lot. You guys weren't eating, so I ate them. I don't know what to tell you.
How many tacos you have?
I had 5 tacos.
Oh, is that
And a taco bowl.
Oh my
So I
god.
had 6 tacos.
All right. Well, you're a growing boy, like I said.
That's what I'm telling. That's why I'm so tall.
No, that's why you're a child.
That's why I'm so tall.
No, okay. Cool.
If you ate more, had more milk in your diet,
We're gonna go there.
you could have hit the magic 6-0.
Listen.
You could have been there.
Just because I'm 6'5".
You're not. You wish. I wish I was 6'5".
I don't wish I was 6'5".
I wish I was 6'5".
There's like tall, and then there's. Okay, now it's just inconvenient.
My ideal height would have been like 6'4", 6'5".
Honestly, I think the world is a much more inconvenient place if you were taller rather than being shorter.
I think in every single aspect,
Yeah.
except for like what people think of you socially, like from the outset,
Oh yeah, for sure.
is an advantage being short. If you are shorter, everything is great.
Yeah, for sure.
Like airplanes, no issue.
Yeah.
Back of the car, front seat, push that shit way back. Go for it.
Mhm.
Like everything else is convenient. Even me being just
Yeah.
like on the cusp,
Yeah.
right? It's still
Yeah.
like, oh, like, hey, bro, can you like not lean your chair back at all?
Yeah.
Because my knees are inside the chair
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're short out there, don't worry about it.
Savor it, baby.
Yeah.
Savor it.
You live in the real world out there.
Living the dream, homie.
Anyways, guess what?
What's up?
We got a question to chew
Oh
on.
yeah, Paul fucking abandoned us last week.
Oh,
Absolutely left us in the cold.
I'm sure Paul had his reasons.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
I'm sure, there was many things on his important to-do list.
He's speaking of like a state, he's a full adult. Like he's an adult. So like he's
What do you mean by that?
Doesn't he have like kids and a wife and shit?
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
he's got
sure.
responsibilities, like
Sure,
real
sure.
life bullshit.
Okay. Maybe he was attending to them.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here.
All right.
That like he was just chilling in his house and his wife was just like, "Listen, Paul, you need to lay that pipe, baby." And I'm not talking about plumbing.
Oh, wow.
And then he's busy. I don't know.
I didn't think Paul was a plumber.
Oh, Paul plums. He definitely plums.
Does he now?
He does, 100%.
Yeah. It's constantly just draining.
He's making it rain. Let me. Honestly, I don't want to go any further. I'm just gonna start getting more and more explicit, and then
I know you are.
My brain was just like, like okay, no.
Dude's ready to unclog.
He's most definitely. He's got the Roto-Rooter. He's got the snake,
Yeah, man.
Just get down into the drain.
He's got that snake, man.
Paul has a giant dick.
And with that, a question to chew on from our favorite Paul Chew. Given the time, and given that I didn't get a question out last week, here are a few questions regarding the Olympics. Do you guys catch the Olympic fever every 4 years? If so, what events and sports do you like to watch? Has the lack of crowds dampened your enjoyment at all this year, or are you excited either way?
I'm a Winter Olympics guy.
Okay.
I like the Winter Olympics. I like the what's that one? The fucking what's the ski one where they go up the giant fucking ramp and do like quadruple backflips and shit? Is it just big jump?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just a big ramp?
Yeah, that one, like snowboard half pipe, slaloms, like skeleton, like that type of shit. I'm a Winter Olympics type of guy. They did add skateboarding this year to the Summer Games. And I was like, fuck, hell yeah, I'm going to watch the Summer Games now. And I missed it.
Okay, but did you also see they added surfing?
I don't give a shit about surfing.
Oh, surfing's so sick.
Yeah, but is it?
Yeah!
Is it?
Because they're going to wipe out.
What was that one game? It was like Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good game. I like that one. But I'm more of a Tony Hawk man.
Okay. Growing up, I thought Kelly was a girl.
Yeah, probably, because it's a girl's name.
Oh, wow.
If you have the name Kelly and you're a man, you're a woman. Straight.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I catch the Olympics every 4 years. I love the Summer Olympics. I think I would say I am narrowly more summer.
Okay.
But that's because, like, with the winter, I love watching the skiing,
Yeah.
like the moguls and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I think that's fun. I love like skeleton and
Bobsled.
Uh, but I think
You know what one's surprisingly good in the
What?
Winter Olympics?
what curling?
The cross country skiing where they also have to shoot stuff.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
the discs.
Well, yeah, they have like they got a cross country ski to a
Yeah.
place, and then they got to shoot targets, and they got a cross country ski to
Yeah.
another place, and then do like shot put or like discs or whatever.
Yeah,
Like skeet
yeah,
shooting. Like
yeah.
that stuff's surprisingly fun to watch.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but I do think summer for me edges it out just because of the whole athletics category,
Okay.
like track and stuff.
That stuff.
Yeah, like I love watching that, and I think I am more into like the Olympic team sports like volleyball
Mhm.
and not necessarily basketball, but I do like watching whatever else is going on.
Okay.
But yeah, no,
I'm watching hoops, dog.
I don't care.
Some Olympic b-ball.
Olympic basketball, I can't say I care, but I also don't care for Olympic hockey, right?
If it was if it was like and one street ball in the Olympics, like
Well, the
first
thing
to
is,
21, threes or twos.
they
and
do
twos or
have
ones.
a version of that.
Do they?
It's 3-on-3.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like that's exciting, but
That sounds cool.
yeah.
But they only play half court. Like you take the ball, you got to take it back
Oh.
outside the 3-point line.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
Hell
that.
yeah.
No, it's not like that. That's some ghetto ass Olympics. But yeah, no, I think Olympics is cool. Does the crowds make a difference? I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Because I don't think I've known anybody who's actually gone to watch the Olympics.
I also like crowds and sports in general. Like if I'm watching it on TV,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah, because the way it's all televised, it's made ideally for the person at home. So
Mhm.
while they will show crowds, they almost have to deliberately show the crowds. They don't have them there all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't think the crowds make a difference. But
But like you went to Formula One too, right? Like the biggest crowds are only on certain corners.
yeah, Formula One's a different category though, because I would say if you actually like want to watch the race, don't go to one live,
Yeah.
or like don't go to one in person.
Is Formula One an Olympic sport?
I don't know why it isn't. I think motor racing was in the very beginning.
I would love to see motor racing in the Olympics just to see like your country has to build the car. Like everything has to be sourced locally, like that type of shit.
Okay,
Like
so,
engineered by like if you're in Germany, it has to be engineered by German engineers and like by
Yeah,
Canadian engineers
yeah.
and shit like that.
I think in the very, very, very early days of the Olympics, before things were like 100% officiated and official,
Yeah.
motorsport was in,
Oh, okay.
and they had some wild categories. Because I remember doing some research, and like the most craziest one I saw was the Olympic fire truck race.
That sounds sick.
Obviously, they don't do it now,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
Google it. You'll see like in the early 1900s, you'll not whatever. They'll be like fire trucks.
My favorite is watching like here's the 1908
Yeah.
fucking gymnastics routine,
Mhm.
and the dude like does he
Yeah,
just
a
tumbles.
somersault.
He does a somersault, and they're like, "Holy fuck!"
The limits of human abilities achieved.
Yeah, and then it's like now, and it's like,
Yeah.
just fucking glitch off the map.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't care for any of these sports, but when the Olympics do come around, like, of course, you're hyped for it.
Yeah, I'm less hyped for it from like a nationalistic sense, and I more like it because it's just like here's the peak of human ability, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like this
That's
is what
pretty cool.
humans can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that fucking who's that girl from the Philippines that won
Oh, the first
weightlifting?
gold?
Yeah, they won the
yeah,
weightlifting.
Yeah.
Like she didn't have the equipment in her training area, so she's like just lifting cement or some bullshit.
She's living rice, man. You know the answer.
Listen, I'm trying to not be racist.
Racist.
So, I'm just
She's carrying the weight of her family.
exactly. And nothing's stronger than family.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Paul had the second part to the questions.
Mhm.
Now for the most important questions. If today's Olympics were competed in the way the OG Olympics were,
To the death.
no, i.e., naked,
Okay.
what would be the best events, summer and winter, please? Let's pretend weather has no bearing on the nakedness.
It has to. Come on.
You can determine the meaning of best, whether it's funniest, floppiest, sexiest, etc.
You just gotta play ping pong with your dick. Like,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
like any of those sports, like tennis, badminton. I feel like for females with any sort of like meet upstairs,
Yeah.
it'd be a fucking nightmare.
I don't know. I feel like beach volleyball for the guys would also be rough.
Just
if
junk
you gotta,
hanging around.
You gotta dive
into
Ooh!
the sand.
Ooh!
Ooh. You get sacked with a volleyball.
Sandpaper.
Yeah, if you get sacked with a volleyball, like hot damn.
Yeah. So actually, this question came in when I was driving, and my girlfriend read it, and she said that she would love to see fencing.
Oh, she's evil. That's to the death.
Yeah.
That's imagine getting a fencing sword to the nip. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
She's like, that would be hilarious. I'm like,
would it? Imagine just stabbing a boob, just leaks out.
just the tip.
Just no.
Honestly, gymnastics, like dudes on the rings, or what's the one where the guys are on they're on the floor, but they have
those bars.
the bars, and they're doing like the breakdance.
It's not the uneven bars because that's the
No.
women's event.
Yeah.
Parallel
bars.
Yeah, parallel bars.
Yeah. Imagine them naked that way. That'd be good.
Imagine the fucking the single beam or whatever.
Yeah.
And you like do a flip and miss that shit and you just sack yourself naked, fucking pop a testicle, like holy fuck.
Okay.
Only women do that.
Wait, is it only women do the bar?
No, the beam only
Only women do the beam?
Yeah, and only guys do the rings and the parallel.
I thought
bars.
only girls did the uneven bars.
Yeah,
They-
only.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
only-
only.
Oh,
do
they
it-
also only, but the beam, like the single beam, only girls do.
Yes.
It. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
There's actually a good video if anybody look up like Olympics man does uneven bars, and it was like in like the 80s or something.
Yeah.
But this guy, he like put on a wig and like whatever, and it showed him doing the uneven bars and
Yeah.
how just fucking impossible it is because like the stature is so different
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And he'll like do the thing where like you kind of run yourself into the lower bar or the higher bar, and you see him just like, oh fuck, like he gets hurt so bad. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So when I thought about this question too, I was thinking like, what's a sport that you probably wouldn't really think about being weird naked? But I think for guys, curling. Think about the position they have to be in.
Yeah, true.
Imagine just sliding the tip of your dick on ice.
How big are their dicks, dude?
No, that's what I'm saying. Imagine you're the one guy with the big dick.
Well, you just got a fucking hog, and you're.
Yeah, man, that's his disadvantage, right? He's just dragging that.
That's the.
And it's like it's for the win.
That's a Zimbabwe team.
You know, like that's what I'm just saying. You know, like, man, are you gonna risk frostbite for the win?
Oh, I don't think. Okay, let's be. I don't think anyone's got porn dick doing curling.
I think you never know.
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 And like just when you stop it, it like swings out and it hits the disc before it leaves your
Mhm.
hand, so it like fucks up the rotation. Damn,
What about
son.
figure skating?
That's so dangerous. Doubles figure skating.
Oh, naked?
Naked. What's
Especially when like they have to lift each other.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's when you're legally allowed to grab her by the pussy.
Oh no! No! Oh my god!
This
We're getting canceled now.
it's an extra hold.
Oh,
Get your thumb in there.
oh no! Oh, oh, you're gross.
Okay, what if it's two guys and the guy like the thing where they like lean them over really far?
There is no doubles male.
But what if but for this we're saying there is like they're naked, anything goes.
Hmm.
What if it's like a doubles male? Like those moves where they like lean them really close to the ice, but instead of holding them by like
No,
it's just a finger in the butthole and they're
no,
just holding.
no, they're not a bowling ball. No,
Aren't they?
no. What about synchronized diving?
No. What about high dive?
Oh yeah. So
Because then you really got to hit the dive. Because if you miss the dive, something's slapping real hard.
I don't know.
I think all of these sports would be extremely dangerous.
I think they'd be hilarious. I think it'd just be funny to watch. Like, what are the slow sports where you don't really move, like archery or what?
I think maybe what's the one where you hold the weighted ball by like the string and then you spin? Yeah, hammer throw. I want to see Hammer throw naked.
Hammer throwing shot put.
Yeah, and shot put just butt naked.
Wow, what a long jump.
That sounds. It's comically.
You
funny.
were gonna get sand in
Yeah,
places where the sun don't shine.
Like any girl's just gonna uppercut themselves like mid jump.
Yeah, it's good.
Does it? If you fall forward, is it like where the dick print is, or is it still where your feet is?
Well, we have to adjust the rules for that.
Yeah. Like, okay, do these naked sports need rule adjustments?
Yeah. I mean, what if what if your appendages give you extra advantages?
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn,
I'm not too
son.
sure. I'm not too sure.
Naked Olympics though.
Yeah.
It's the future.
I know that swimming times be significantly slower.
Oh, I guess yeah, because aren't all those swimsuits like fucking shark skin or some bullshit?
Basically, and they like flatten you out so that you are smooth.
Yeah.
So
there are certain things like that where
Yeah.
I'm just like, it probably should be, right? You shouldn't be able to wear a bodysuit
yeah,
when you go swimming like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe just wear a bikini.
Whoa,
women's.
whoa,
Because then it's most skin area, right? And it's less technological advantage. But you also can't just have like, all right, we next up the women's swimming, tits out, let's go. Like
yeah, I don't know.
Anna Kournikovas nips are dragging in the water. Like
Hmm.
I just said a name. I don't even know who that is.
She's a tennis player.
It's same sport. Whatever.
She was a tennis player.
Yeah, tennis, swimming.
She married Enrique.
Same. Iglesias?
That's the one.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for both of them.
Yeah, Enrique. Oh, what a legend. What a legend.
I could be your hero, baby.
That's the one. That's the guy. Yeah, so I guess what do we determine is the best?
Is the best sport to do naked?
Yeah. Skateboarding?
Oh no, I wouldn't. Not a million. I wouldn't do that. That's so dangerous.
I mean, even clothes is dangerous, so.
No, wrestling.
Oh man.
It's just got to be wrestling.
so much grabbing.
Yeah, you can do it naked.
I guess that's just sex without who knows if there's penetration.
That could be a move.
That's a move?
That could
that
could be
can't be a move.
That could be the finisher.
I'm just thinking about all those like moments where like you're in the opponent's crotch and it's just like, oh no.
What? Yeah, and like getting hard is a disadvantage.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I'm just thinking about all the sports where like you get just like unnaturally you get a boner, right? And then it's just like, oh, well that man is he's incentivized.
Yeah, he's incentivized to get on top.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Like I'm just thinking, like imagine Usain Bolt running across the finish line, and the picture is him with a rock hard dick.
And oh yeah, instead of sprinters like leaning forward, they're like fucking dick out.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good too. I mean, I know what, like the 200 meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he had an extra inch.
But then you gotta regulate the blood flow between your dick and like the rest of your body.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the end would just be a long jump where they're like they jump and like flick their dick out,
Yeah.
and then you just gotta measure tips at the end of the finish line there.
Imagine the photo finish of that. Well, I don't know. It looks like the advantage of being uncircumcised has come into here.
Oh
he
no!
got that little extra,
Got that little
bit.
extra skin at the tip. Oh no! Oh no!
There it is. Okay. Thank you for writing in, Paul.
Disgusting.
All right, let's go to some picks of the week. I had a couple of quick ones. Trailer for the Netflix animated series came out a couple of weeks ago. To be honest, I don't know what it's about.
Okay.
I just know it's you're not following the character of Geralt. I think it's the other Witcher. He appears in The Witcher 3.
Okay. I don't believe you. I haven't played any of the Witchers.
And I can't remember if he appears in the series. I'm pretty sure he does. But
Okay.
anyways, he's the other Witcher, and so you get to follow his events and stuff. It looks neat. Will I check it out? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I like The Witcher.
You're watching a lot of stuff on Netflix lately.
Yeah, and you know what? It just got me thinking that I should replay The Witcher 3. Because I didn't do any of the DLC. I played that game when it came out.
Isn't like the Blood and Wine one like apparently the most celebrated DLC ever?
Yeah, and I didn't play it.
Wow.
And
Thought you were a gamer.
me too. Apparently I'm not. But it yeah.
What if The Witcher was set in a sci-fi universe and you were on a ship called the Normandy.
Now that is The Witcher.
That's The Witcher.
That's The Witcher for me. Yeah, so I mean, it's a cool looking trailer. Netflix also had this other trailer called Kate,
Oh yeah.
where it's a girl who in some sort of sci-fi
Action
feature.
movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I only put this up because I saw the backlash to it.
Why?
Because everyone was like, yes, I would love to watch a white female on Vengeance Against Orientals.
Yeah. They need to be stopped.
And I was like, oh, I mean,
That's a really odd take too, because
Yeah.
it's like, you know who like really needs defense here? Organized crime. Like they get a bad rap. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, I don't know. Like it's like I'm like I get the argument, but also like, man, in the context of the story they're portraying here, I don't know. But
Yeah.
then what like how deep does it go? It's like, does organized crime always have to be portrayed by Asians? Or
Yes.
like, it's like, well, yeah. Isn't that
Also, like the Yakuza is dying, so anything, this is positive PR for them.
yeah, there you go. So or the triads, right?
I thought it was just they were just in the Nihon.
Oh, you're right. They are in the Nihon. But whatever. It's a trailer.
I
about
would
that.
say that like I would have more issue with how generic the trailer looked, because
Yeah.
like whenever now it seems like anybody portrays Japan, it's always like
yeah.
neon ramen signs, baby.
I guess the real issue is like, why did the character have to be white? Like they should have cast a real Asian for this. Like they should have cast Scarlett Johansson.
Hell yeah, that's a
Yeah.
real well. The context of the story, that casting makes sense. Didn't have to, but you know.
Okay. Well, the other Asian I was thinking of was Emma Stone, so you know.
Listen, we all know that they should put in the fucking girl from Fast 2.
No.
What's her name?
No.
I
No.
can't remember her name.
That's your bae. That's your wife.
What's her name?
That's your
She played
waifu.
Kasumi in the Dead or Alive movie.
Yeah, that's your waifu, man.
Ah,
I think I know what to get you for your next body pillow.
ew.
A Kasumi Devon Aoki.
Oh, Devon Aoki. That's you got to put Devon Aoki in
Yeah.
there. She's the most Asian.
Whatever. But anyways, this movie, Kate, whatever. It's an action movie. Looks all right.
Yeah, there was also another one, like an all-female action movie. Was like something milkshake that was on Netflix?
That's a porn.
It sounded like one.
Yeah, that's
And apparently that
all
one was
female
pretty good.
milkshake. Come on.
Yeah, I directed that one.
Executive producer credit.
Vincent Sanchez.
Yeah. And then there was a second trailer for Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
This movie looks cool.
Yeah, this movie does look cool. Definitely gives a bit more of the context of the story, how
Mhm.
Carnage came to be. And it doesn't tell you why Eddie goes to meet.
Yeah, I would hope that
Cassidy.
they're just saving that for
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, because like there is a moment in the trailer where, spoilers, Cassie, because he's psycho, decides to bite Eddie,
Mhm.
and he gets a part of the symbiote.
Well, I don't know if it's like that. He bites him and is like, I've tasted blood and that's not blood.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like is Carnage an offshoot of Venom in the comics, like in canon? I thought he was like a separate entity.
Yeah, I mean, like I always read it as he was a separate entity, but I guess in this they want to pitch it as he's a part of him.
Yeah, because there was a bunch of symbiotes that came down
Yeah,
from the first
there's lots.
movie.
There's
So
lots, yeah.
I would just say they explain it from there. But
Well, we'll see what happens. Regardless, it makes the movie look way more interesting.
Yeah.
I still think Woody Harrelson's too old to play this role.
I have no idea what the original character is supposed to be like. I know he's a redhead. He's a ginger in the comics, but other than that,
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I just, there's an age gap between him and what's his face, the actor who plays Venom, or Eddie
Tom
Brock?
Hardy?
Tom Hardy. There's a definite 20-year age gap
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and I'm like, I just don't see it.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Or maybe they casted olds because they don't plan to put Venom or Carnage in anything else.
Maybe. I mean, sure.
Because the thing is, it's like, isn't Carnage Spider-Man like a big thing?
What do you mean?
Or like any symbiote v Spider-Man is a big thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that'd be cool to have like that crossover, put Venom in.
Yeah, that's how you get Black Tooth Spidey.
Yeah.
So
What about red suit Spidey though?
suit is half red. all the time.
Redder suit Spidey.
Oh, you mean Iron Spider?
Damn it! Damn, he's got too many red suits.
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. It looks cool. It looks neat.
Yeah, it's at the point now where any other trailer would be redundant, and I kind of just want to see it.
Yeah, I hear you. I think the other pick I had was a small one from Xbox, Microsoft,
Okay.
yo, they got another controller color.
Oh, is this the color shift?
Yeah, this is the color shift blue, and I'm like, PlayStation, how come you can't make cool colors like this?
Because they don't have to.
Yeah, but these colors, but like, okay,
But the color's cool.
but the color's cool, and I totally forgot Microsoft has a like custom controller
Yeah.
thing, and I'm like, I wish everybody had that.
Sometimes, so the thing is, my one of my friends bought one of the custom color ones, and apparently they go on sale sometimes to enough where it's like if you do the custom color, it's as much as if you bought a regular controller.
Oh, like it's at the discount?
Yeah, it's at a discount.
Yeah, because I want to do that because I'm like, it'd be cool if I could, because I always want to like put my username on my controller.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. But the neat thing about the Aqua Shift Blue, other than it being the coolest color they have so far, is they actually improved the controller.
Oh.
They added on the sides of the controller where the regular one is like a textured grip. It's a rubber texture grip.
Ooh.
So it's an improvement, but it's only on this color.
Nice.
Did
they say if that's one that will be going forward on newer controllers?
They didn't say. It was just an update.
Right.
So
collector's item maybe.
I don't know. I kind of want it, but it's like I barely use my current one as is.
Yeah.
And at this time, and like we just said, if I'm gonna buy a new controller, it's gonna be a custom one.
If I buy a new Xbox controller, it's going to be the Elite 2.
At this point, it should be the 3.
Now, if the 3 comes out ever, we'll see.
Actually, I have no reason to buy an Elite 3 anymore.
Why?
Because the only reason I ever wanted it was for racing games.
But you got the better controller.
Yeah. So
true.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was it. That was I think those are my short picks this week. I think it was kind of slow one. I didn't really see too many. Like I know PlayStation had an indie state of play today, I think, but we all know my thoughts on indie games and what I think. So
yeah. You love them. They're your favorite.
That's the one.
You got it. I knew it the whole time. You're like, man, I just love all these indie games.
Yes, that sounds like me.
That's you.
You know, I'm just going out there being like, you know them indies? I love them indies.
All right. So first up, I got, we got a new Jet Set Radio.
Do we?
Cameo.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
I kept seeing.
I would have heard of this.
I saw Beat trending on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh fuck, let's go!"
Okay,
like Jet Set Radio Future remake at the minimum.
Yes,
and it's just Beat is one of the characters you can put inside a ball in the new Super Monkey Ball, and I was so mad.
That's disappointing.
Sega, please give me a new Jet Set Radio, or at least remake Future. Holy moly! After that, we have a bunch of Apex patch note stuff. So I only want to bring up some stuff just because we talked about the new character last week. So we have an explanation of all of his abilities.
Okay.
So his passive is, like we said before, he can visualize and hear heartbeats of nearby enemies while ADSing.
What's the range on that?
It doesn't say the range, but he can ADS without a gun.
The fuck? So like you can walk into the map.
You as soon as you land, ADS, get a general idea of where everyone is around you, and then find a gun.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's bullshit. His tactical is the beam of micro drones, like we said before. So not only does it go through walls, not only does it reveal enemies and their health bars, but any action they're doing, it interrupts them. So if they're popping a shield cell and you use it and it pops, they cancel the shield cell.
Okay, but it doesn't like what's the term I'm looking for? Like it's like blind, not blind.
Silence.
To say silence.
It doesn't sound like a silence.
Okay.
It does not sound like
it just is an interrupt.
Yeah,
okay.
Interrupt. His passive is just go to a recon beacon, check the next ring.
Yeah.
And his ultimate is exactly like we thought. You create a sphere, and anybody within that sphere gets revealed if they are moving quickly or firing their weapons. It's just a better Bloodhound.
Okay.
It's so crazy.
Okay.
And they added a new weapon.
It is.
So there's a new LMG that uses heavy ammo. It's called the Rampage. It doesn't have a high rate of fire, but it shoots super heavy caliber bullets. So it's just like boom, 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 like that kind of a gun.
Yeah.
But you can basically sacrifice a thermite grenade to it, and you put a thermite grenade in the engine, and it speeds up the engine, allowing you to shoot faster.
Oh.
So you want to use this gun mid-range, because close range, it's not like an R99, and then long range, it's got shit accuracy. But it has that thermite power up, which is really cool.
And does it have the spool up?
I believe it. I believe it does.
So if you pick Rampage using the Rampage, there's
Well,
no.
Rampage's thing for light machine guns is the clip size.
I thought she had lesser spool up.
I don't think she does.
Oh, okay.
But I know she has the clip size advantage.
Okay.
And then the other one, where was it? I lost it. Oh, so the L Star. The L Star is
That gun
known.
sucks.
It does suck. It's known for having no mag,
Yeah.
but if you shoot it a long time, it overheats.
Yeah.
The L Star will now use a mag
Why?
because they're using the mag as like a cooling system.
Oh.
So the bigger mag you have in the L Star, the longer you can shoot it without it overheating. And with that said, the new guns, or the guns that are out of rotation now, are the Alternator and the Spitfire. Those are care package only.
Wow.
So Spitfire's gone, Alternator's gone, and the Prowler is back, but it doesn't have the switch fire hop up, so you can only ever use it in burst fire.
As it should be.
I'm a full auto man myself.
As it should be. As it should be.
So yeah. It seems like there's some cool balance changes come in. They're like fixing Horizon's slow gravity rise and stuff like that.
Fixing? That was a nerf.
Yeah, they nerfed it into the ground, and they're like, okay, we killed the character. Our bad. So we put it in between. Caustic's getting a buff where now when you tick someone with poison, every other tick, the damage of the poison will go up by 1. So people can't just sit in your poison and pop a syringe anymore.
Right.
Right? So that's cool. Caustic isn't absolutely useless, but we'll see how much it affects his
Okay.
play. And yeah, I don't know. New Apex season. It's pretty cool.
All right.
New Apex season. The other one I have is South Park.
Yes.
Remember South Park?
No.
All right, so South Park is so everyone knows South Park.
Yeah.
Creators Trey Parker, Matt Stone. They've
I don't know that much about South Park.
yeah,
Okay.
they've arguably made like the most successful cartoon beyond Family Guy and The Simpsons. Right? They've been going on for a long time.
Yep.
They just signed a $900 million contract
With who?
with Viacom CBS,
Oh, why?
where they will that runs through to 2027,
Okay.
and they will make 6 more seasons of South Park and 14 movies
What?
that will be exclusive direct to their streaming platform.
That's ridiculous.
I read this. They need to break up every fucking conglomerate. These people are $900 million
Yeah.
for an 8-year contract.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I guess I didn't realize how big the. Well, I guess I always knew how popular it was, but
Yeah. And the fact that they're having like, you got to put these movies on our streaming platform exclusively
yeah.
is probably a big pull for a lot of people competing with like Disney Plus and Netflix and stuff
Oh,
like
for
that.
sure, for sure.
I just saw this amount and I thought it was like insane
Yeah.
for a cartoon that I still kind of don't know how it's on the air because I don't really know anyone else who watches
Yeah.
it.
So like, I'm trying to think like, is it like Middle America who's just loving South Park?
Maybe they just got the
Because I know East
yeah.
Coast doesn't give a fuck. West Coast doesn't give a fuck.
Everyone who's like on Twitter thinks it's offensive. So
Yeah. So like, is it literally just the entirety of Florida and Texas?
the untapped
Yeah.
Middle America, Middle Canada. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it might be.
Yeah.
I know their stories apparently have been like keeping up in quality, and like people have been saying that the show's not bad by any means. It's just
Oh, of course not. But I just mean the subject matter. Like,
Yeah.
who does it relate to now,
I
or
don't
who does
know.
it appeal to?
I don't know, but I thought that was just an absolutely wild story. $900 million for South Park. That's so
Amazing.
nuts. No More Heroes 3 had a new trailer outlining all the bosses.
Yeah.
They're all aliens, and this game looks absolutely wild. I'm not gonna even say anymore. Just go look at it for yourself. It's a really cool trailer. And the last one I have is that the Street Fighter 5 team had their summer event.
Yeah.
They showed off more Oro, more Akira, and they announced the final character of Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
So Oro looks really cool. He's got a lot of different utility, everything you would expect from Oro. His V triggers and stuff open up his grab moves from Third Strike. One of his other V skills is the floating rocks that were a super from Street Fighter 3, and it allows for like combo extensions that normally wouldn't happen because the rocks hit after you punch and stuff like that. He looks really cool. He looks like a really cool character. But Akira.
Akira, yeah.
Akira from Rival Schools, man, looks so sick. She is an in-your-face offensive machine. And they have added in so many just like little hints of Rival Schools mechanics, like their launching system, air combos and stuff like that. And it seems like they've adapted her really well into Street Fighter V. Especially the move where she just summons her brother.
Yes.
That move looks oppressive, especially if someone's in the corner and you drop a Daigo right in front of them. Because like how it works is that when you summon your brother, he falls from the sky with an initial attack, and then he goes like, "I'm strong as fuck," and then he
basically just charges up and walks away,
and then he sets on fire, which actually can hit your opponent.
Yeah.
So you can lock your opponent in the corner, stuff like that. She's got like certain wall bounce moves where if she charges up her attacks, she'll get like different wall bounces when she uses different like EX attacks or a fireball or something like that. She looks so sick. She looks so cool. And her super also tag team with the bro.
Yeah.
You just summon your brother, you do like synchronized ass kicking. It's
she has some pretty cool setups.
It's really cool. I believe they're coming out August 16th is what they said.
Sure.
It's middle August. It's soon.
Yeah.
They're both Oro and Akira are coming out at the same time. And then they announced the final character for Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
Luke. Is he a kickboxer? I don't really know.
I guess he's just a boxer.
I guess he's just a boxer. This man is like, he might just be a street fighter. Like, this dude fights on the streets.
I don't know. He's a boxer. His stage is Las Vegas.
So I think that stage was the Capcom Pro Tour stage.
Okay.
I don't know if that's his stage.
But he's wearing like boxing trunks.
True, he is. He is wearing like boxing trunks. So he might just be a boxer. Maybe he's like a pride fighter, like an ONE fighter.
Maybe.
Or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he does have a kick or two.
Yeah, but the craziest thing, is that he's got it for all you One Piece fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got gear second.
I was gonna say he's got gear too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just blowing up his arms
and
he's shooting projectiles out of his fists.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what is going on? And then he goes like Gomu Gomu no Gatling gun on fucking Ryu.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, what is this character? He looks really cool.
He's pretty much he's Steve from Tekken, but he's got Luffy's powers.
He's got Luffy powers. Yeah,
Yeah.
he ate the rubber devil fruit.
And he looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he looks
like
he
if
looks
I
pretty fucking cool.
if I ever wanted to play Street Fighter, I'd be like, Luke's the guy.
Luke's
I'm gonna
the
play.
guy. And that's
Luke's
the thing
the
too,
guy.
where like he came at the end.
I know,
Right?
and he's so fucking cool.
Right? And it's like, Street Fighter 6 is coming soon.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years probably.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's like, do I get it now?
Shit. Yeah.
And like even the way they do his because like whenever they have attacks in Street Fighter, they have that cool like sort of like watercolor attack effect for each character.
Yeah.
And like, I think Ryu's is like black, like black ink from like 4.
Yep.
But Luke's is like bright blue and yellow, so when he
Yeah.
punches, it just everything about him just looks so flashy.
Yeah, it's so flash. And his fucking tagline at the end, I will never lose to anybody. Like, while he's beating the shit out of Ryu. Like, bro, Luke, what's going on?
Yeah, like, who is this monster?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
As much as I love like old characters coming back and like cameo characters, I love it when like a brand new character is there. And I think that's like a lot of reason people really like Third Strike, because the majority of characters in that series, like other than Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, were like brand new, right?
Okay, you say that, but okay, but what if I told you Street Fighter 6 doesn't have Ryu? No Shoto.
Absolutely
No
fine.
Shoto.
Absolutely fine with me.
No Shoto.
No, it's got to have the Shoto
No.
archetype.
No Shoto.
What is this, like a Dark History where fireballs are banned or
No
some shit?
Shoto.
Yeah, I guess it's okay.
You have depressed Sakura, and she can't use any Shoto moves. She became Jin from Tekken, where she went ass backwards to karate.
Who are you trying to reference here?
What are you talking
Are you trying to reference a Third Strike character?
about?
Yeah, okay. You know what? I'd be down.
No.
I'd be down. And then Ryu, like he got
or Ryu's in it, but he's not a Shoto character.
that'd be cool. Like he's just limiting himself to like train something else. That'd be down.
Maybe he's Muay Thai.
All right.
Like
Okay.
he's command grab only.
Oh, he's a grappler.
Yeah.
He's a pain eater.
Yeah.
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh
Well,
no.
He well, I don't know what he did.
He did not. I'd love for like a refresh of the timeline because I think Third Strike is still, or no, I think maybe Street Fighter Five is now, but I forget like where the Street Fighter story timeline is.
Yeah.
But like if they jump to the future and do some wild shit, that'd be cool. Like Old Man Ryu, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right? So I'd be down with that, but I doubt they'll do it because like Ryu, Chun Li, and that whole cast are so iconic. They kind of just
Oh
sell
yeah,
things on their own.
I have no doubt it'll never
Yeah.
happen, but
It sounds cool.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, Luke looks really cool. There's a whole summer update video out. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They have like some music behind the scenes stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
At the end, they announced that they're going to have a new mode for Street Fighter 5, which they didn't say what it was. They just said there's going to be a mode.
Yeah.
And it makes me think it's going to be like when Street Fighter Ultra came out, they had a mode. I forget what it was called, but it was basically like this game is now a kusoge, where if you don't know what a kusoge is, it's a fighting game that's like total dog shit and broken, but people still play it because it's dog shit and broken.
I see.
So like when you see people playing Fist of the North Star, that old fighting game, and it's just like total bullshit, they play it because it's total bullshit. And so I hope there's a mode like that in Street Fighter 4 because playing around with that or Street Fighter 5 because playing around with that in Street Fighter 4 was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes from here. But it seems like the chapter of Street Fighter 5, for as turbulent as it was, starting out from just an absolutely dog shit fighter to a pretty decent fighting game, is coming to a close.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe those are all my picks.
That's everything?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it. That's all.
Wicked. So what you get up to this week?
So I played more Escape from Tarkov.
Yes, I'm aware.
I finished some more quests. The game's still hard as shit. Still rewarding. I had a really fun moment. So there's a map called Customs.
Yeah.
And I was learning the spawns on Customs. So it's a relatively small map compared just into like something like Woods, where it's just super massive. So you have a really high chance of like on spawn just being near somebody.
Yeah.
And being like, oh fuck. So I was like, okay, well, I know someone spawns. Like I spawned in the top left corner around that map by a bridge or by a water lake thing, river. That's the one, river, by a river.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like a land bridge where it's really risky to run over there because it's really open, but you can get under and do whatever. So I'm like, okay, I spawned by the land bridge. I'm going to wait for somebody to start running across the land bridge because I know there's a spawn on the other side. Well, I'm going to fucking blast him. Other dude, same idea.
Oh.
But he saw me in a bush and he had an assault rifle and I had a shotgun.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I'm outranged. and like he heavy bled my arm, like hit me in the torso a couple times. Didn't black out anything, luckily. Got me in the helmet and a bullet ricocheted off my head, so I had like tremors for the rest of the map.
Yeah.
But he didn't kill me. And I got away and I hid in the bush. I hid in a bush. I hear him run across the land bridge.
Yeah.
I hear him run around me.
Yeah.
And then run away from me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I'm out, baby. I'm scot-free. Let's go. Oh, it was like super hype moment. And then the rest of that round, because I had tremors and like my vision was all blurry, I was fucking Metal Gear Solid. I was Snake Plissken the whole time. It was super fun and like really that game, like I was playing it with my friends the other day and like it's so exciting. Like I had like sweat in my armpit like that. I haven't played a game like that in a long time where I'm just like so immersed in it. Yeah. And I think a lot of it is because I lose all my shit if I die.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not broke yet. I'm getting poorer by the minute. Every time I play, I'm getting poorer, but it's still pretty rewarding. After that, what else did I do? I've been playing more incremental games.
Oh, stop.
So like clickers and stuff.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
The only I there's some bad ones I've been playing and it's not bad, but the one I really liked, it's called Clickpocalypse, and it's like an old school like isometric RPG, but it plays itself. And so like you pick a party of 4 from like a list of like 12 hero archetypes. You send them into a dungeon, and it's automatic. They go in, fight people, and then pick up loot and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you unlock more armor, more skills. You level up like you would in a normal RPG, and
Yeah.
you unlock more dungeons on the map the higher level you get. But it's all automatic. It's a fun little thing to have in like the second monitor. You're never going to be actively playing it. I just been having a good time.
You got this going on when playing Tarkov?
I got this going on while I'm doing assignments.
Because I'm like, man, you're losing performance.
Oh, most def. I'm not. Listen, when I play Tarkov,
Yeah.
like nothing. Like second monitor is closed. I got no music. Like it's just Tarkov.
Oh, okay.
Um,
What are the system requirements for that game?
for Tarkov,
Yeah.
not that. I don't know them off by heart, but I can.
They're
run,
not that high?
I can run everything on max,
Okay.
so it's pretty cool. So I won't talk about any more incremental games.
Good.
I've been starting to read Toriko again.
Do
you remember what Toriko
which one
is?
is this?
This is the one where it's the Shonen Jump, like I guess it's like it's just like a general Shonen Jump thing,
Yeah.
but it takes place in the gourmet world. And the guy Toriko, his whole thing is that like when you're a really strong warrior, in this world, you want to create a full course, which is like your ultimate meal.
Okay.
Right? You have appetizer, main dish, dessert, all that shit. And every ingredient inside this world is like super ultra mythical bullshit. Right? So there's one, it's like if I have a leaf from the oxygen tree, and it can produce oxygen based off of your human output of carbon dioxide, so you can have like an infinite breathing mask.
Okay, I think I remember now. This is ridiculous.
This is the one I'm on now is like the ozone herb, where it only grows in the upper atmosphere of space. So we have to climb up a beanstalk that's growing from a cloud that's got some absolute bullshit properties on it.
That's bullshit.
Oh, it is. And I keep forgetting like how exponentially more powerful these people get in this series. Like there's a lot of stuff we watch specifically of just like, even JoJo is just like, oh man, his power is like this. He's got a shark and it can teleport through water or whatever. It's like, it's fucking dumb, right? Toriko is like, everything is food based, and everything you do is like absolute dog shit. So I'm gonna read you a passage from Toriko.
Okay.
All right. And this is the power Toriko got when he, where is it? There it is. He's climbing up a giant beanstalk into the upper atmosphere to get an herb that grows out in space because it's the ultimate vegetable.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. In space, a vegetable.
So he's so high up in the atmosphere that normal breathing won't be enough. So this is what he does. When Toriko breathed air at the top of the larynx of the pharyngeal region, exhalation was stopped. So he stopped exhalation in order to keep his body heat, moisture, and oxygen inside his body. So he stopped himself from breathing out. From that point forward, he didn't let any breath expel from his mouth. And naturally, when it's negative 80 Celsius, cold air that flowed into the nose and mouth, among other components contained in the exhalation that was detained inside the back of the mouth. But the carbon dioxide he would only expel frozen carbon dioxide and keep oxygen, pure oxygen, within his body.
How?
So it'd be super efficient.
And he's just doing this.
And I'm like 100 chapters into like a 300 chapter series.
Yeah.
So this is nothing.
Wow.
This is nothing. All of his attacks, like when he punches, he like shoots out like spirit forks.
Yeah.
And when he kicks, he shoots out like spirit knives. So he cuts up his food. Man, you think JoJo's dumb? This is some bullshit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think this show knows it's bullshit.
JoJo also knows it's bullshit.
No, JoJo does not.
JoJo knows it's bullshit.
And its fans think it's 100% serious.
And it's also 100% serious.
See?
I don't know what you're talking about.
See? I can get behind dumb stuff when the whole series understands it's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there's like a whole like clan of gourmet warriors.
Yeah.
And their whole thing is like, we're gonna travel the world and the universe.
Yeah.
And it's also the thing too where it's like the whole world exists on like one continent, and anywhere outside of
Oh.
that continent is like the gourmet world.
Yeah.
And it's so harsh and it's so brutal out in the gourmet world that as soon as you step over the border, like if you're not prepared for what comes at you, will instantly die. Like, and so the levels of power are astronomical. It's just exponential growth
Wow.
every chapter. It's insane.
Wowie.
And it's fun. I like it. It's
Damn.
good. Recommended.
Damn.
Recommended.
So, okay.
One Piece is back too. It's a good time. It's a good
Wow.
time.
Good to hear.
And then the last thing I did is I played a little bit, maybe like an hour or two of Far Cry 5
Why?
because I bought it on the Steam sale.
Oh, you bought that on the Steam sale.
It was like really cheap, and I got it with all the DLC.
Is this the one that takes place in like Middle America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You play as generic Far Cry character, and you go up against generic psychopath dictator. You remember like the last two games?
Yeah.
And the future game coming out? It's the same thing. So yeah, this one takes place in Montana, or it's like Hope Country, which is like a fictional Montana. And there's a place called Eden's Gate where a cult, like a religious doomsday cult, has taken over the area, cut off all connection to the outside world because they've like cut off telephone lines and shit like that. And they have created their own little militia within the state.
Yeah.
And so you go in as a member of the federal government, army or whatever, to go and arrest the leader of the cult. And obviously shit goes bad.
Yeah.
And the leader, Joseph Seed, is just like, I got everything under control, even the cops, baby.
Yeah.
And then you're just you're a one-man wrecking crew going with the resistance, taking town by town to take each region of the Far Cry map, which is, they're all held by one of the leader's family members, so two brothers and a sister. And then from there, it's just plot.
Yeah.
Right.
Chaos ensues.
Chaos ensues. This is a Far Cry game, but before I get to that,
Yeah.
you play Still Sucks Balls. Holy
Oh,
shit.
this game has Uplay.
So when you buy it on Steam, you have to launch it through Uplay.
I forgot about that.
Let me tell you what happened. So I installed it overnight.
Mhm.
Next day, I was like, all right, let's try and play Far Cry. So the game comes with like this really cool level editor. It's called Far Cry Arcade. And you can like make your own maps. They give you a fuck ton of dev tools and stuff. It's a really cool feature. When you clicked on play thing, it opened up Uplay, did all this stuff, and it would only launch the level editor.
Huh.
It did not give me an option to launch one. It only launched the level editor.
Wow.
I tried using Steam commands, like @launch commands, nothing worked. You want to know how I fixed this problem?
Re-download the game?
I did that too, and it still was broken.
Oh.
You know what? I fixed this by going into the install directory.
And you deleted Uplay.
No, this is straight out of the 90s. I renamed the EXEs.
No.
So I renamed the arcade EXE to Far Cry 5, and I renamed Far Cry 5 EXE to level editor whatever.
Yeah.
And then it would launch Far Cry 5 proper instead of it.
Whoa.
Then they did a stealth patch today. So those changes bricked my download. So I had to re-download it again.
Whoa. Oh, that makes sense.
So that the proper files were there untampered with.
Yes.
Right? And so now it does it properly. But for apparently that day that I decided to play, their launcher was borked.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Ubisoft? Like, aren't you one of the biggest game companies in the world?
Yeah.
Like, how is your launcher that dog shit? Like, what are you doing?
They're French.
Yeah, true. You can't trust the French.
Can't trust the French.
It's true. But yeah, so honestly, there's nothing so far to write home about in this Far Cry game.
Oh, really? It's just that generic?
If you want to play Far Cry, this is a Far Cry game, and it will scratch that itch.
So you have no interest in 6? Or the backpacks feel I got you.
I have interest in 6 now that I've played 5 and I bought it on like 80% off.
Yeah.
I am interested in 6 when that shit is 80% off.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
They got helicopters. They got different vehicles. You can mod out your guns like very mildly. My edition came with like a bunch of DLC, so I have like some DLC guns and stuff like that, which are pretty wild, and there's a bunch of dumb like gimmick stuff in there. But yeah, there is nothing about this game where I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
This is like a solid 5 out of 10 video game. And this is obviously only in the first hour I'm playing. Maybe there'll be some story thing that just like totally blows out of the water.
Yeah.
But every cutscene is, hey, look how crazy the crazy bad guy is.
That makes sense.
So we're going to put you in a situation where you're like a hand width away from his face so you can watch all the emotive acting. Remember,
I remember
right?
the trailer. Yeah.
Remember Voss? Remember Voss from 3? He was so cool. What if we did that for 2 more games and didn't evolve at all?
Yeah.
Right? At this point, it's kind of just like, what setting do you want? Do you want like crazy Catholic Doomsday cult? You get 5. Do you want crazy tropical island cult? You get 4. If you want just like Hawaiian getaway with my girlfriend and then some crazy psycho killer gets them, go play 3 again.
Yeah.
And this version of it actually did come with a remastered 3.
So I forgot the game is that old.
Yeah. So I got like that 5 deluxe edition. It came with like a remastered version of 3. And part of me is just like, I should just play 3. Like, I just relive 3 because 3 was good.
Yeah.
3 was fresh. And like this game just feels so redundant. It's like, why does this skin exist? It's not even, I don't even know if it's a full Far Cry game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a new Far Cry skin.
Should have bought Assassin's Creed instead.
That's even
Valhalla.
I guess
it's a good game.
I heard that's pretty.
It's
I heard
a good game.
and the last one I played was 3.
It's even better. You don't even know what they've done.
So I didn't play the what's it called, like the pirate one,
Black Flag.
Black Flag. I didn't play that one. I didn't play 5. Yeah, I think the last one I played was 3.
You can do Odyssey.
Nope.
In Egypt's.
No, I did not. But I heard those games are cool from like a history perspective now.
Yeah.
They're like trying to remodel all of that.
Absolutely.
Shit, yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm not disappointed. Like this game, it just exists.
Okay.
And that might be even worse.
Whoa.
Right? Like it's not bad, but it's also not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game that exists in a Far Cry setting.
Damn.
And I want to be proven wrong. I want to keep going through it, and hopefully I get proved wrong. Maybe there's some like crazy story twist, or they do something with the gameplay, or something.
Maybe.
But yeah, so far this is a Far Cry game, and they definitely they don't have people working on this. It's an AI,
right,
who writes everything and directs everything because it's just some generic bullshit. Damn. Yeah, it is a video game.
That's what I like to hear. That's the review I've always wanted.
Yeah, it is a video game. And then last time I'm on the home stretch of my school.
Yeah, you got like a week or 2.
So I think my deadline, I got like 3 weeks left.
Oh, okay.
But I kept to that fucking burnout reading schedule I said I was doing, and I actually finished like all like. So the normal program is supposed to be like 5 months, 6 months. I finished 6 months worth of reading in like 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
And after doing all that, today and yesterday, I tried to work on my assignment and I was burnt the fuck out. Yeah. So it's just like, I'm gonna take 2 days for like a rest day. Yeah. And I'm gonna come in strong, because my last 2 assignments aren't that bad. Like there's one, it's like a 1,500 word essay, and it's like a critical response. So it's like what you think. So that's really easy. Just pump that out. And then the last one is like a 3,000 word research essay, and that's not bad either. So I'm there. I'm at the home stretch.
Cool.
And I can get back to being a fucking degenerate video gaming bum.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you.
And live the dream, baby.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got for my week. What'd you do?
Cool. Updates to my sim racing journey continue. I spent this week just fine-tuning things, so I tried to figure out proper FOV.
Okay.
Basically, field of view for racing.
Yeah. I saw you last week. You were measuring from your forehead to the screen.
I needed to know, so I got it all down correct. and it definitely changes the way games feel and stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Because if once you get the right FOV, like it's a bit weird. It's like you see, because the idea is to emulate realism.
Yeah.
And as opposed to like maxing out FOVs in a shooter,
Yeah.
where you have ultimate advantage, when you want maximize realism, you actually narrow your vision,
Okay.
but you get the proper sense of speed, which is actually a lot slower than you think. And it feels weird at first, but the counterpoint is that it actually makes it easier to actually hit racing lines and corners, so it's been very beneficial. But it's kind of like trying to retrain your brain to do certain things. So that's been a work in progress. And then I realized that it's time for me to just stop racing around in circles, and I'm gonna go online.
Okay.
I gotta race people online. I gotta
Alright.
see what this shit's about.
Okay.
Kind of went in blind, didn't really know. I did a 45-minute endurance race.
How many slurs were you called?
None.
Oh wow.
No, but my car has a amateur sticker on it,
Oh okay.
like on the back of the bumper.
Oh, it's got like the little triangle thing, like the Japanese.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then everyone else says pro. Yeah, so people know that like
Stay away from this noob. He's
Yeah.
gonna run into me.
Yeah, but I mean, racing etiquette is wicked. It's good, but there's so much nuance to just that stuff that I didn't know. Like I spent a long time trying to figure out setups for my car, and it was fine.
Mhm.
It worked, and it was only a one pit stop race. I got to my pit, everything just was wrong.
What?
I didn't realize you have to set your pit stop settings also
Oh, pre-race.
pre-race, so I didn't have them.
Oh, what did they do?
Well, basically, your car goes down on fuel load, right?
Yeah.
So your car naturally gets lighter through a race. This affects a lot of things, but the number one thing it affects is essentially your downforce and your tire pressures. Because generally, a heavier item you have, this could be on a bike, a car, higher tire pressures you'll need.
Yes.
But if you're losing fuel, then your second set of tires won't necessarily need to be as high.
Mm-hmm. And you can get more grip out of the lower pressure tires.
Exactly, but mine weren't set to match that. So when I got
Oh.
the second set of tires on, they were actually really low based off of what.
How much fuel you had?
Yeah, and I just started sliding, and I'm like, oh, I can't generate heat.
Nice.
And I was like, oh my god, my brakes are too cold, and I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like I was running mid pack, so like I wasn't doing like but like mid pack of 25 people. So,
Mhm.
but like I was just saw myself losing speed.
That's
and I'm like,
hilarious.
and it was so stressful. I was like, man, I'm already committed to this race. Like I can't just leave now or
Yeah,
see
you
a
can.
penalty.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that.
Take the penalty.
But yeah, it was good. It was really fun. Learned a lot. And then I realized that my wheel does not have enough buttons to figure out all the.
Oh, you made a bad purchase?
It's not that I had made a bad purchase. It's just that like, how do people combat this?
More buttons.
More buttons.
Okay.
So like, there's a lot of things that I couldn't control. Like, there's a couple things I keep on my wheel all the time, just as a habit. And the first one is brake bias.
Mhm.
So basically, in a car, you have brakes on your front wheels, your back wheels, but you can change basically how you want the car to brake. You apply more pressure in the front versus the back, or back versus instead of the front.
Okay.
Most cars are set up to have more bias towards the front, generally because your front brakes are more effective at stopping a car.
Yeah.
Right? The downside is if you set it too high, your front tires lock immediately,
Mhm.
and then your back will kick out and spin. The reverse is if you set it too much to the rear. If you set it too much to the rear, again, you'll also spin out, or your car won't slow in time.
Yeah.
But why would you ever set it to the rear? It's if you have to turn and brake. Right?
Okay.
Right? Because if you're turning, like, this is a common mistake you see everybody's do, is like when they have to turn, but they're pressing the brake, and they're like, how come the car isn't turning?
Yeah.
It's because the wheels need to turn.
Mhm.
So if you
lock.
lock your wheels and you turn the steering wheel, of course your car won't turn. So that's why you set
That's
the
why.
brake.
That's why automated braking assist is a thing. And,
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why. But if you set the brake rearwards, it means that more of the braking will be applied on the wheels that aren't turning. You can turn more, but you can also stop. Anyways, I keep that on my wheel all the time because I like to adjust it every corner.
All right.
Right, depending on whatever I need.
Fucking nerd.
I know. There's also ABS. Everyone knows anti-lock braking system.
Yeah.
Depending on your tire wear, like if I have really high grip, I don't really need ABS. I find that I can do it, but if I have low grip or like high tire wear,
Okay.
and my wheels tend to slide a lot more, then I increase the ABS kick in.
Like on the fly.
Yes.
Okay.
Same thing with traction control. Traction control is when you're hitting the gas.
Yeah.
Right. You don't want it to slide. You hit it up. So like in rain,
Well, if you want to corner the fastest,
then you turn it off
by drifting.
Oh no! Fuck!
Then...
Fuck! No. Anyways, that's 3 scenarios I've shown you that is basically up and down. So that's at least 6 buttons already. And that's like all the buttons I have on my wheel available to me at my thumb so far.
Okay.
There's a lot of other things you can do. Like for example, if you drive a hybrid car, like Formula 1, there's the engine, and they have this thing where it's like, what's your engine setting going to be, where like, or your battery level, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you want your battery to be set to like maximum output, so you get maximum power, but your battery's always draining, or do you reverse it where it recharges but you have less power?
Like, how do you turn on DRS?
Yeah, how you turn on DRS, or like, aside from the engine or the battery, there's also engine mapping. So like your actual engine, the combustion unit, has different horsepower settings or delivery settings, right?
So for like, okay, this thing, I don't want the full power of my engine, because
like,
I'm never going to use it.
Yeah,
so
like,
I don't want to just like spin out.
Exactly. Like there's some slow speed tracks where it's like having like 900 horsepower isn't actually a benefit to you.
It's like a detriment.
Exactly. Right. And because Assetto Corsa is very realistic, they have things like your starter, because like when you pit, you have to turn the car off, and then you have to turn it on when everything's done.
Okay.
Right. You have your wipers, your lights, and then of course each of those have different settings. Anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't have enough buttons to do all this.
Get more buttons, dog. Get some more buttons.
So like the thing I've been looking at are these things called button boxes, which are a box of buttons and knobs and switches. Arcade stick. Kind of, but like there's like they have knobs and sliders and stuff, and you can customize them.
Yeah.
But they all get kind of expensive. The cheapest way, like the cheapest quote unquote hack I saw, is someone buys a USB numpad and they just stick it on and they just do that.
Just do that.
The coolest one though I saw was someone used a Stream Deck. You know,
that's so expensive.
I know, it's like $200.
The Elgato Stream Decks.
But I saw it because you can customize, because they're all LCD screens.
Yeah, and you can customize your button to be whatever.
And so I saw someone, I didn't realize the Stream Deck had pages, so you can set each page to a different game.
Yep.
And then some guy did it within his game. Every page is a different car.
Oh,
so every button layout, and then he put in, I guess, JPEGs of what he wanted for the picture, and I was like, that looks so fucking useful.
So you bought a Stream Deck?
No. But the Stream Deck 2, I think 3 was just announced the same day as the Valve Stream Deck.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I know I looked at it. It's like $200, so it's not something.
But that's for like probably mid range, right? Like, don't you want the XL?
No.
Don't you want like the fucking 7x4 Stream Deck? That's more buttons.
So I figure, you know what? I will hold off on this.
Okay.
Because I still think I want the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 first.
Oh my god. All right.
But yeah, no, it's been good. Racing
over substance over here. All right.
Yeah, the racing's been good. Well, I'll talk about some shows I've been watching. So I watched the the Grand Tour special on Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Lockdown.
Is it as funny as the trailer makes it out to be?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
All right.
It's pretty funny. I will say though, the effects of the pandemic are definitely apparent. Like they're definitely more limited on what they can do.
Does that, because like we say on the show, like, or at least I do, that sometimes being limited can help with creativity.
It's tough because it's like, it's not so much that how can I put it? Like they have scenarios there, but I don't know. They're stuck in their home country, and like you can tell, it's like because of laws, like they can't do certain things, and it's
when have they ever followed the law? When have those 3 ever followed the law?
Yeah, that's true. Like it's fun to. Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining. It's not my favorite one. Maybe it's just I just don't care to see them drive around Scotland anymore.
Okay.
Like, because they've gotten now to the point where it's like they're known for traveling the world and doing like ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
So when they're just in their backyard.
Have they ever done stuff in their backyard before, other than the show proper?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Okay. Like they drive across like England, like so. Yeah, like it's fun. It's one of those things now where it's like I can't believe I'm waiting to watch like one of these a year now.
Yeah.
And when this is one of them, it's like I kind of wish it was better.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's that. But the rest of my time has been on Amazon Prime. I finished Invincible.
Damn, son.
That is the best show this year.
Oh no.
Invincible is awesome. Omni-Man's my hero.
Isn't he like super evil?
Is he?
All right.
Is he? It's a question of perspective, really.
Okay.
You have to watch it and see. Like, on one hand, like I kind of, I don't think I ever like I won't say that I predicted what the reveal was.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, like the constant build up to it and like just the way it was delivered and managed was awesome.
Okay.
And the last episode where like everything comes to light and Omni-Man shows you his true potential, you're just like, oh fuck.
Oh no. Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
It's like what is it like that cartoon where like it was Apocalypse or Doomsday? Like they send him and Superman to like a pocket dimension,
Yeah.
and Superman's like, I can finally go all out.
Yeah.
Normally when I have to punch people, I have to
Yeah.
worry about like the aftershock blowing buildings away. But you could take it, and then he just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Omni-Man does some. And Omni-Man is brutal.
Yeah.
He's absolutely brutal. What a savage.
Look what they have to do to copy a fraction of our power.
Yeah, he's absolutely quotable.
All right.
So quotable. He's the best. I think my favorite part is the fact that he is voiced by J.K. Simmons.
He's a good actor, that guy.
And also that he looks like J. Jonah Jameson.
True.
So he's just like the most buff, like, give me pictures of Spider-Man! Yeah.
Or I'll kill you.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's half of the appeal. But no, it's good. I definitely recommend watching it. The other show I watched is tangentially related. It's also on Amazon Prime. I started The Boys. And this show is also about superheroes. It's set in, I believe, its own fictional world.
I think I know this. Yeah, okay.
So what if the Justice League were corrupt? But not necessarily they're evil.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not... They're more, let's say, motivated by greed and selfishness.
Okay.
Right? Like, they will save people. They will be the heroes.
Yeah.
But because it gains them
Something.
some
right.
sort of benefit. And when I say that, it's a world in which superheroes have been commodified to the maximum extent.
Yeah.
They have
Marketing teams,
PR
Okay.
agents, and it's like, listen, this hero will not just go out and save people. It's like
he will do it while drinking Mountain Dew
or on camera,
Okay.
like, or I think you need a superhero in Atlanta. We can send you one for $300 million
a year.
Yeah,
All right.
3-year contract,
Okay.
$300 million a
All
year.
right.
What do you say? You know, like things like that.
Brutal. Absolutely
Yeah.
brutal.
Absolutely brutal. Like, so, like, and these heroes won't just go out and save people, right? Like, is my camera team here?
Yeah.
Is whatever. Like, what's our current PR looking at? Like, what are our points, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a political race, but it's not. It's just
It's just
who's the popularity of heroes.
it kind of reminds me of like a darker Tiger and Bunny.
Kind of.
Right.
Kind of like that. The one thing about, or the big sort of like hook of this show is the superheroes, and this is something that like is not really talked about in most other hero fictions, is like collateral damage, or like the after effects of like when heroes, I guess, break shit, right?
Yeah.
Who has to clean it up? Who gets hurt? Like, who's involved and what happens there? And like, what happens if you're just an innocent bystander who happens to get killed because of that, right? Like, what happens there? Like, what are the legal issues that you can apply? And like,
Also, how would you even apply them? Like, if Superman broke the law, what are you gonna do? Put him in jail? Like,
there you go. But that's the thing; they are governed by agencies, so they can be withheld to the law. The thing is, they can't lose, right? Because everything's corrupt.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
In the opening trailer for The Boys, and the way that the show opens up, it does not hold back. Like, you know from the get go, this show is going to be brutal.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the trailer.
I've seen actually like a couple clips from the show, and it's not as gory as Invincible, but it's brutal.
So
I'm surprised you're watching it.
the opening scene is a guy, and he's like working like a Radio Shack or something.
Mhm.
Wait, is that still a valid reference?
Sure.
A Fry's. He's working at an electronics store.
Funko Land? Like, how far back you going, dude?
I don't know. He's working at a
Toys R Us.
Micro Center. There we
Oh
go.
my God.
Micro
Instead
Center.
of Micro Play.
He's working at a Micro Center. And his girlfriend, and he fucking hates his job, whatever. But like, his girlfriend comes in, and she's a student, and she's like, "Hey, baby, come home and lay some pipe."
Ha!
Like, I think they say that line, and like they're like, and like she cheers him up, and like they get out. He's done his shift, and they're like walking to like dinner and stuff, and they're doing their like happy couple thing. Like they're walking down the street,
Yeah.
they're being touchy feely. She's on the edge of the sidewalk, and then they kiss for a bit, or they're making out.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like, oh, she says something like, oh yeah, maybe when we move in together, and he's like really like move in.
Oh, move in.
Oh
Move in,
wow, and then
alright.
they start making out on the street. Like she's like, yeah, she's on the edge of the curb,
Yeah.
and he's holding her, and then this hero called A Train.
Okay.
He's basically
Oh,
the
no.
Flash.
Okay.
Bolts through her.
Like blows her up.
Yes.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Like he's going so fast, just right through her.
What the?
She's gone. Like she's just a pile of blood and red.
Oh my god!
And it cuts to the guy holding her hands, and it's just her wrists.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
And A Train looks back and is like, can't stop running, can't stop running, can't stop running. And he
He just
bolts.
leaves. What an
Yeah.
asshole!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And of course, like legal action has come, and then the government comes in. They're like, okay, listen. So how about you just sign this? We'll give you $45K, and
45K.
you'll never talk about it again.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So like that is the tone of the show.
Does he sign it?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Okay, all right.
I'm not gonna tell you
All
that.
right.
The show snowballs from there. One of my favorite actors in it is Carl Urban. He's
The country singer?
no, not Carl Urban. What the fuck is his name?
Is that Keith Urban?
That's Keith Urban. It is Carl Urban. Yeah,
Okay.
Keith Urban's the name.
Keith Urban's the
Carl
singer.
Urban.
All right,
He's oh god, the hell. What was that hero? Dredd. He's Judge Dredd.
What?
He's also
Like he's in canon Judge Dredd?
no,
Like,
no.
oh,
He's that
okay.
actor.
Okay,
He's
alright.
he's the guy who plays Doc in Star Trek.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, the show is something else. Like when you meet the their version of the Justice League or the Seven,
Yeah.
and you meet their Superman, Homelander is
I've heard he's just an asshole.
Homelander's fucked up.
All right.
I don't know who I like more, him or Omni-Man.
Why do you? All right.
Yeah, I'm halfway through season 1. There's 2 seasons out. I think the 3rd season is about to air soon. So,
Okay.
if you're listening to this, like, watch Invincible or watch The Boys. At some point, please watch both. I think they're awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, you're right. They are gory, but like,
Cause like I love gory things. Like I like Kill Bill. I like Ninja Gaiden 2 because it's got all the fucking limb explosion bullshit. But you have always like, as far as I've known you, you've been like kind of like an anti-gore.
no.
dude.
So that's the thing. Like, you're right. I don't like gore, but I don't like gore in the way that you like it. Like, I don't like gore for the sake of being gory.
Like for stylistic purposes.
yeah, like I just
okay.
like that's why I don't like Saw. Right, like.
I also don't like Saw.
Like-
Well, I don't like horror movies.
Yeah, but Saw, like, I find like that's not scary. It's just gory,
yeah,
right? And it's
like
like,
wince.
yeah, you're
ah.
like gore for the sake of gore is not interesting to me. But
Okay.
when it's, because like, especially with The Boys, it just applies so much, right? Like,
to the tone. I
yeah,
guess?
because it's like
Alright.
these are superheroes. They have these kind of like powers.
Mhm.
Obviously, there's going to be, repercussions here. Like there are moments where like they throw the bad guy in the air, and when you land comically on a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't just like get up and put them in jail.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, and that's not gonna look pretty. Some guy,
You fling him 50 feet in the air.
yeah, and he falls in a car. He's not gonna come out looking great. Like,
He's gonna come out dead.
yeah, you put a bomb up someone's ass. Of course, it's not gonna go
Wait,
great. Anyways,
Metal Gear Solid 5, they stole that shit from Kojima. This fucking
yeah,
from Ground Zeroes, they stole that shit.
yeah, but it's good. And they're like they do my favorite thing where it's like, you think just because we put a kid in this scene.
Oh, okay. No, like no one has plot armor.
Yeah,
type of thing?
yeah.
All right.
You think just because the kid's here, we're gonna go easy? It's like, nah. If anything, we're gonna go even harder.
All right.
A lot of sex, a lot of nudity. So if you want to ever see superhero sex,
I watched The Watchmen. I saw
Yo.
that. I saw him with Mr. Manhattan.
that was just sex.
Yeah, but it was like he multiplied himself to have like a monogamous gangbang somehow.
Yeah, that's true. But like, also, I mean, what if I showed you Mr. Fantastic having sex?
Well, that answers all the One Piece questions, I guess.
Well, then watch The Boys.
All right.
So yeah, I think it's wicked. Everyone should watch The Boys. It's awesome.
All right.
And that was my week. I think next week we're checking out a movie.
Are we?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remembered another thing I did. I was an influencer.
What?
I influenced Paul to buy a video game
Oh.
on Limited Run because they have like a bunch of Super Meat Boy stuff.
You tainted.
So
our
he's like,
beloved Paul.
yeah, Paul. He's like, dude, is Super Meat Boy any good? And I'm like, it's real fucking good. And then he apparently he bought it.
Dude, that's like on every platform
Yeah, I
for like
know.
$1.
Yeah, but there's like a physical version of it now.
Oh my god.
But the thing is like I tried to get the Vita version of that game.
Why?
This is
Why?
Because I wanted the Vita version.
Okay.
So this is I think the only time, other than the site going down. Actually, okay, this isn't its own category. This is the only time where all other things were working perfectly, but I was immediately beat out by bots.
Nice.
So they had a thing where like they only made like 2,000, 1,000 of the Vita version, right? Because it's like a collector's item or whatever, and they limited it to one per household, right? So one per account, and if you skirt around it, your thing will be canceled. I was refreshing the page at 6:00:00. The add to cart didn't even show up, and eventually at 6 o'clock and like 28 seconds, sold out. I didn't even see the add to carts like
What
button
was this for?
for the Vita version of Super Meat Boy.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the add to cart button. Then I was like, what the fuck? So I was just like, maybe it's an error. I just keep refreshing it. Eventually I see add to cart. I click it, and from the half a second it took me to go from add to cart to the checkout, sold out.
Nice.
Bro, these bots are great. Now I know what shoe people have to deal with like bots buying of shoes and shit. You know what? I'm on team gatekeeping now. Like, just gatekeep your hobbies. Don't allow people to figure out that they're cool.
Wow.
As soon as people get into your hobby, you're going to deal with this aftermarket bullshit. People are putting on, like, the Vita version to eBay for, like... So, or I think it was... The special edition was originally... it was, like, $74.99 American. Right? And I was just trying to get the base version, which was, like, $29.99 American. They're putting them up there on eBay. Like, A, it's breaking eBay's terms of service because they can't sell it within 30 days because the product doesn't exist.
Yeah.
B, they're putting it up for like 500 plus American dollars.
Nice.
And I'm like,
markup.
Like, immediately, like 601, they're on eBay. And I'm like, you fucks. Like, oh my God, I hate this shit. I hate that video games have become popular now. I hate that a fucking copy of Super Mario 64 sold for $1 million or whatever the fuck that was.
I mean, like, that's just part of the hobby. You want the hobby to grow, this is what you're gonna
I
get.
don't want the hobby to grow.
What? But you get better things. It's a net positive.
I'm not.
It's a net positive.
I'm not getting better things.
It's a net positive.
The better things I want are being eat up by scalpers.
What are you talking about? You're getting better video games.
I didn't get the Vita version of Super Meat Boy.
That's because it's not a better video game.
How fucking dare you? And also, like, technically it's true because the soundtrack's different. I think like a while ago they couldn't come to terms, like the composer and the director of the game, they couldn't come to terms for like licensing for outside the PC version of Super Meat Boy. So they had to get a whole new soundtrack. So only the PC version has the original soundtrack of Super Meat Boy. So but yeah, like, bro, this fucking sucks. Like, now I know what, like, toy people deal with, like, when they're getting limited edition shit. Now I know what, like, sneakerheads deal with. And, like, video games are now there. They're at they are the mainstream.
What are you talking about? They've always been there.
I think I've been dealing with, like, limited shit for a long time now. Like, I've been a member of that website, that limited, since its inception.
Okay.
And I have never seen something like that happen. Where, like, I didn't even see a checkout screen. That's how fast it went.
Yeah, but, like, video games have always been like this.
I don't know. It's never been this level of bad. I know they've been, like, if you weren't there, like, in the first 5 minutes, they're gone.
You mean just for limited run?
Not even for just, like, things in general.
Have you tried to buy a PS5?
No. Well, I know that's bad too, right?
Have you tried to buy any limited edition Nintendo
but,
game?
like, the thing is like, usually with that stuff, even when I tried to buy my PS4, I got that Destiny edition pretty easily, but I was there when the site put it up, right? So they tell you ahead of time, like, usually you have a chance, right? But this was like, you're not a computer buying this, fuck you.
So what you're saying is you want the lottery system.
Bring the lottery system in, baby.
Okay.
Like, I'd feel better losing to a lottery than I would losing to robots.
Damn. That's good. That's
right?
Good. That's
like,
good.
fuck that shit. Japan had it right the whole time.
Whoa.
Do you know their concert system? So, how you get concert tickets in Japan is it's the lottery again.
Yeah.
But the first person to buy the ticket, say you're number one ticket buyer, you're number one in line.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like I bought the ticket and I'm going to come at 8 a.m. It's like, no, I bought the ticket. I'm number one ticket buyer. I get first place in line no matter what.
Yeah.
That means I get first shot at merch.
Yeah.
Right? And like, I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Because like for the shit I really want, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Right? And it disincentivizes scalping. Like scalping still happens. Right?
I listen, I don't think that is all a better plan because like what if you just can't be there at day one?
Then you're not a true fan, dog.
Like we like the rest of us have responsibilities.
Then you should have put those responsibilities aside. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
Like there's obviously a limit. Like there's never gonna be like perfect world.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to say.
Tickets are available for a week, type of shit. But like where I'm at now, it's like I'm there when it opens. I was there 6 o'clock and 00 seconds, and I still couldn't buy it. Like that's so fucked up.
That's on you, man.
I guess. And so apparently the 6 o'clock one, because they have two ones, the 9 o'clock one was even worse.
Of course.
Because like the site collapsed and shit like that, and like, yeah.
But I mean, it's all because of like the current world situation, right? Like every sort of collectible market has exploded because of the pandemic.
I want that shit to start tanking.
Yeah, I mean, and who knows what's gonna look like in the next couple of years? But yeah.
And like this only benefits me. Like my video game collection now, like through the fucking roof in terms of overall value.
Yeah.
Right? Or potential value.
Mm-hmm.
But also I think it kind of sucks because I'm not the type of person to keep that sealed game or whatever. Right? Like I think
you better start, boy.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person like I'm like you when you are with toys. Like you're not the type of person to keep a toy sealed. You're gonna open it, transform it, play with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. Like even though I have like this limited version of River City Girls, I still let my friend's kid borrow it because it's a video game that should be played. Yeah. Right? And I kind of hate that the complete in box, or not complete in box, but sealed in factory.
The mint in sealed box.
Mint in sealed box.
AFA graded.
9.8. Grading is such a fucking... I went down to my local game store today. Or not today, like last week. And me and the owner there, we got into like a fucking 30-minute tirade of just us shitting on grading. Because it's just like made up quality. Doesn't mean shit really. Yeah. And also like when it's graded, the grade goes away as soon as you open that case. So you just bought strictly a speculative asset. Yeah. Like you're not even using it. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, I see so many graded things all the time, especially in the toy world, and sometimes I'm like, why though?
Yeah.
Why?
Like who? Like I guess if you weren't gonna open that toy anyways, and then you could grade it, but also like you also like miss the thing of I get to touch the box. Yeah. Right. Like I get to relive that like taking it off the shelf moment. Now that's sealed away within another box.
Well, to be fair, I don't really care about that kind of part.
No, but other people do, right? Like
I guess.
Or other people did at least. Before they're like, there was a superior box to put my box in.
That's true. But yeah, I mean like cause I still remember just like going to like the comic shop and seeing like comic books graded, action figures graded, and then I'll be like, why is this G.I. Joe graded? It looks like shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, hey, it reminded me that, like shitty graded G.I. Joes, I saw the G.I. Joe movie, Snake Eyes. It was also...
Oh, you did see that?
Yes.
All right.
It was also pretty shit.
It was dog shit? All right.
I mean, it wasn't shit. It was alright. Let me put it this way. If you really like Storm Shadow, aka Japanese sensation, watch the movie.
All right.
Because he leans in to the Japanese role.
Are you Kento Burifu?
Absolutely. Abso-fucking.
Is that racist?
And he pulls out the fucking katana.
Yeah.
And he pulls out the second one, and as he's
live,
pulling the swords down,
yeah.
he's flexing so hard,
Yeah.
like it's shaking.
I live
And he has
by,
the face.
the Bushido.
So good. So fucking good. He's so good. Like, at first, I didn't know if I liked this movie, and then I
Yeah.
think about it, I'm like, nah, Storm Shadow sold it. G.I. Joe Snake Eyes was good. Like, I walked in for Henry Golding.
Is this Fast 9 all over again? Like, it's bad, but watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, it's not as ridiculous as Fast 9, because this one actually has a story.
Fast 9 is a story. It's about family.
This is a believable story. Like, it even has a setup for a sequel.
Bro.
And they do explain why Snake Eyes is fucking cool. Because even though he looks Asian, he's 100% American.
America.
Like, he'll fight you to death.
Are you saying that Asians can't be American?
I'm saying that G.I. Joe is a ninja with a gun.
Alright, true. Yeah. True facts. True
Yeah.
facts.
Or Snake Eyes.
You got the 9 milli.
Dude's working the Uzi. Like,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What the? We got the sideways.
Yeah,
fucking...
he's got the side,
Brah, brah.
the sideways Uzi, and then he's like, whatever, knee to the face.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then he has the sword, too.
All I hear is yak yak. Just Kendrick Lamar in the background. Let's go.
Bro, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow cut their hands with their swords, and then they shake on.
Cause they're blood brothers.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
Watch this movie.
Okay, you got. Does someone cut something with a sword, and then the sword rings until they close the sheath, and then the cut thing falls apart?
What if I told you Storm Shadow could do it with 2 swords?
Oh, fuck off! Oh, that's the one anime trope I fucking hate. I hate that shit. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's cool, and then it keeps going, and it's dumb again. It's like a 720.
Yeah, no,
It's a 540.
Snake Eyes is cool. I liked it. I really liked it.
All right.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like, guys, it's a great movie, but I liked it.
All right.
Yeah. All right. And,
But yeah, gatekeep your hobbies, kids. Don't. If everyone's like, be inclusive, no, don't do it. It's a fucking trap. Don't actually do it. If you want to enjoy things,
no,
gatekeep your hobbies.
no, share everything, guys. Share everything.
So I can scalp it.
Yeah, baby.
So I can get the
Yeah,
bots
baby.
after you, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. All right, thanks for listening. See you guys next week.
Bye.